In the year 3074, the galaxy was a realm of chaos. The Tavor, a race of fierce and ruthless conquerors, had spread their dominion across countless star systems, instilling fear in the hearts of every sentient being. With advanced technology and a brutal military strategy, they took what they wanted, leaving only ashes and despair in their wake. It seemed that no force could stand against them, and the rest of the galaxy was resigned to a future of subjugation. Among the few who dared to hope was a secretive group of scientists on a distant planet known as Terra Nova. They had long believed that humanity's greatest weapon was not in brute force, but in its indomitable spirit and ingenuity. In a last-ditch effort to save their civilization, they had initiated a bold plan to awaken the legendary warriors of humanity from cryo sleep, long kept in stasis to preserve their might until the day they were needed most. On the outskirts of the galaxy, in a hidden facility deep within the ice-capped mountains of Terra Nova, the scientists monitored the awakening process. As the first pod hissed open, a figure emerged, blinking against the harsh lights. Captain Mara Thorne, once a celebrated leader of the United Earth Fleet, stood tall and imposing, her long-buried memories flooding back to her. She had been in cryosleep for nearly a century, and the world she had known was a distant echo. "Mara Thorne," she muttered, feeling the weight of time on her shoulders. The memories of battles fought and comrades lost surged through her mind like a storm. The scientists approached her cautiously, hope glimmering in their eyes. They explained the dire situation. The Tavor were rampaging through the galaxy, and they needed her leadership to rally the remnants of humanity and allied races. As other warriors awakened, one by one, they too felt the adrenaline coursing through their veins. They were the best of humanity. Soldiers, strategists, and engineers, all brought back to life for one purpose, to reclaim their home and protect the galaxy. The team convened in the central command room, where holographic displays showcased the Tavor's movements. The gravity of the situation settled over them like a thick fog. Captain Thorne addressed her comrades, her voice steady and resolute. "We have been given a second chance. We cannot let fear dictate our fate. We will rise and we will fight." With a newfound sense of purpose, they began to strategize. The scientists equipped the warriors with advanced weaponry and technology that had been developed during their slumber. It was unlike anything the galaxy had ever seen. Energy shields, plasma rifles, and drones that could turn the tide of battle. As the preparations unfolded, the warriors trained relentlessly, honing their skills and bonding as a team. In the heart of the Tavor Empire, a massive warship hovered over the planet Zaxar, preparing to launch an offensive against the nearby systems. The Tavor general, Grathak, surveyed his domain with satisfaction. He had crushed many civilizations, and the humans, mere myths and relics of the past, were no threat. Or so he thought. Days later, under the cover of darkness, Captain Thorne and her team launched a surprise assault on the Tavor warship. Utilizing stealth technology, they infiltrated the vessel, moving silently through the metallic corridors. The air was charged with tension, and each warrior felt the weight of their ancestors' legacy on their shoulders. As they reached the control room, alarms blared, but it was too late. The humans had already initiated their plan. Explosions rocked the ship, and chaos erupted. Thorne led the charge, her plasma rifle flashing as she took down Tavor soldiers with precision and ferocity. The sight of her unwavering resolve ignited a fire in her comrades, and they fought with a ferocity that even the Tavor had not anticipated. Grathak, alerted to the breach, rushed to the command center. He was met with a scene of devastation. His soldiers lay defeated, and the humans were rallying together. Rage boiled within him, but it was mingled with a growing sense of fear. These were not the frail creatures he had dismissed. They were a force to be reckoned with. Mara faced Grathak, a fierce determination in her eyes. "You underestimated us," she declared, her voice ringing with authority. "Humanity is not so easily extinguished." A brutal clash ensued. Grathak charged, but Mara was ready. With a swift maneuver, she dodged his attack and countered, knocking him off balance. The battle raged on, both sides exchanging blows, but the tide had turned. The Tavor were no longer the invincible conquerors they had once been. The humans fought with a tenacity born from centuries of struggle and survival. With one final decisive blow, Mara defeated Grathak, sending him sprawling to the ground. The remaining Tavor soldiers, witnessing the fall of their general, began to retreat. The humans seized the opportunity, pushing forward, reclaiming the warship and marking a significant victory. As the dust settled, Captain Thorne looked out at her team, their faces glowing with triumph. They had awakened from their slumber not just to fight, but to inspire hope in a galaxy long overshadowed by terror. News of their victory spread like wildfire, igniting resistance movements across star systems subjugated by the Tavor. United, the allied forces of humanity and other races rallied together, launching coordinated attacks against the Tavor strongholds. With every victory, they grew stronger, reclaiming their rightful place in the galaxy. The tides of war had shifted, and the once feared conquerors now faced the full might of a united front. Marathorn stood at the helm of the flagship, gazing at the stars that had once seemed so distant. The galaxy was waking up, and humanity was no longer a relic of the past. They were the vanguard of a new era, one where they would fight for freedom and justice. As they ventured forth into the galaxy, their hearts were filled with determination. They had been terrorized, but they had awakened, and now they would not rest until the galaxy was free from oppression. The legend of humanity was reborn, and this time it would not be silenced.